On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Snail.
A slow-moving mollusk with a spiral shell that it uses to protect its body.
Examples:
Snail mail. Snail pace. The gardener found a snail slowly making its way through the lettuce patch.
Ginger.
A plant, Zingiber officinale, that is widely cultivated for its aromatic underground stem, rhizome, which is used as a spice, especially in Asian cooking.
Examples:
Ginger tea. Ginger extract. I added fresh ginger to the stir fry to add a little extra zing.
Opaque.
Not transparent, not allowing light to pass through, not permitting a clear view.
Examples:
Opaque material. Opaque color. The curtains were made of opaque fabric that blocked out all light.
Label.
A small piece of paper, fabric, or other material attached to an object and giving information about it. Verb, to assign to a category.
Examples:
A mailing label. Label a bag with my name. The label on the food package lists the ingredients and nutritional information.
Lane.
A narrow road in the countryside, a well-defined track or path for someone such as a swimmer or driver.
Examples:
Lane change. First lane. We walked along a muddy lane to reach the farm.
Tumble.
To fall suddenly, often uncontrollably, to topple or turn over, to decline sharply and quickly in value, quality, or performance.
Examples:
Tumble down the hill. Confidence tumbles as unemployment rates rose. The value of the currency tumbled against major international currencies.
Decompose.
To break down or cause to break down over time into simpler substances or elements.
Examples:
Decompose matter. Decompose into simpler molecules. After the earthquake, many of the buildings in the city were left in ruins and began to decompose.
Royal.
Relating to or belonging to the king or queen or a member of their family.
Examples:
A royal palace. Prince Royal. She is willing to give up her position in the royal family to marry him.
Infirmary.
A place where people who are ill or injured receive medical treatment, a small hospital or clinic.
Examples:
Infirmary bed. School infirmary. The injured soldier was taken to the military infirmary for treatment.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Severe.
Extremely serious or bad in feeling, manner, or strict and harsh, extremely strong or vigorous.
Examples:
severe heat, a severe case of pneumonia. The senator received severe criticism from his opponent.
Enteritis.
Inflammation of the small intestine, often caused by infection, food poisoning, or other factors.
Examples:
bacterial enteritis, viral enteritis. After consuming contaminated food, she developed enteritis and severe abdominal pain.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
death from shock, shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Precedent.
A previous event or action that serves as an example or rule to authorize or justify similar events or actions in the future.
Examples:
break with precedent, a bad precedent. The court used previous precedents to make its decision.
Manufacture.
To make goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines.
Examples:
manufacture an enzyme, manufacture a product. The majority of synthetic vitamins are manufactured from oil.
Contract.
A legally binding agreement between two or more parties, setting out their rights and obligations to each other, typically in writing and enforceable by law.
Examples:
employment contract, contract law. The company signed a contract with the supplier for the delivery of goods.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
judge a competition, an associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Lord.
A person who has general authority, control, or power over others, a man of noble rank or high office.
Examples:
a young lord, lord of castle. The feudal lord had ruled the land for many years.
Omission.
The act of leaving out, neglecting, or failing to include or mention something or someone, a failure to do something that is expected or required.
Examples:
homicide by omission, serious omission. The omission of his name from the list of award recipients surprised everyone.
Foresee.
To perceive or predict, to anticipate or expect something to happen in the future.
Examples:
Foresee the consequences. Foresee challenges. I foresee a problem arising if we don't address this issue now.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
Without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Eventually.
Finally, particularly after a long time or a lot of struggle, complications, and so on.
Examples:
Eventually become obsolete. Eventually succeed. The corporation eventually dominated the entire tobacco business.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples:
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Partisan.
Biased or prejudiced in favor of a particular cause, group, or political party, displaying strong support or allegiance to a particular side or viewpoint.
Examples:
Partisan politics. Bridge partisan differences. Her partisan beliefs made it difficult for her to consider opposing viewpoints.
Charity.
An organization that helps people in need, especially by providing food, shelter, or money, a kindly and sympathetic attitude toward people.
Examples:
Charity work. Ask charity. She volunteers at a local charity every weekend to help those in need.
Strengthen.
To become stronger or more effective, to make someone or something stronger or more effective.
Examples:
Strengthen the immune system. Strengthen a border patrol. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body.
Parliamentary.
Of or relating to a parliament equals a legislative body, or the system of government it is a part of.
Examples:
Parliamentary government. A parliamentary body. The parliamentary system of government is used in many countries.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples:
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Encourage.
To give someone support, confidence, or hope, to persuade someone to do or continue to do something by making it easier for them and making them believe it is a good thing to do.
Examples:
Encourage a sense of affinity. Encourage antisocial behavior. They encouraged customers with a premium for loyal patronage.
Involvement.
The fact or condition of taking part in something, or the degree to which someone takes part in something.
Examples:
Political involvement. Involvement in criminal activity. The involvement of the local government in the project has been critical to its success.
Audit.
An official inspection of the accounting procedures and records of business by a trained accountant or CPA that is independent of the subject, a methodical inspection or review of a specific condition or situation.
Examples:
Audit the books. Audit accounts. Our company will be audited by an accountant next week.
Engagement.
A mutual promise to marry someone, an agreement to do something, especially at a particular time.
Examples:
A prior engagement. Break off an engagement. They selected a gorgeous diamond engagement ring.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Devote.
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Depress.
To make someone feel sad, low in spirits, or without hope, to make markets, businesses, etc., less active.
Examples:
Depress their spirits. Depress crop prices. The economic recession depressed the housing market.
Observation.
The act or activity of carefully examining or monitoring something or someone.
Examples.
Class observation day. Observation instrument. In the hospital, she will remain under constant observation.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples.
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Tabloid.
Relating to a type of newspaper or journalism that focuses on sensational and often trivial stories and headlines. Noun, a type of newspaper or magazine that typically features sensational or scandalous stories and headlines, often with a focus on celebrity gossip or other entertainment news.
Examples.
Tabloid journalism. Political tabloid. The tabloid newspaper always covers sensational stories.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples.
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Citizenship.
The status of being a member of a particular country.
Examples.
Dual citizenship. Citizenship rights. Her citizenship application was denied due to a technical error.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples.
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Whatsoever.
Not at all, no matter what.
Examples.
Whatsoever it be. Without impact whatsoever. He refused to do anything whatsoever to help her.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples.
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Politically.
In a way that relates to the government or public affairs of a nation.
Examples.
Politically advantageous. Become politically savvy. This newspaper is supposed to be politically neutral.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples.
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Consume.
To spend something, especially fuel, energy, or time, in a large amount.
Examples:
consume a large of alcohol, consume electricity. A smaller car will consume less fuel.
Reinforce.
To strengthen or support something, especially by adding another material to it, to make a motion, idea, etc. stronger.
Examples:
reinforce the military, reinforce good behavior. We should reinforce the troops at the front line.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
evaluate the grant proposal, evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Thereby.
As a result, consequence of a particular action or set of conditions.
Examples:
thereby obtain data, thereby improving overall health. The new software will streamline the workflow, thereby increasing productivity.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Fatalism.
The belief that all events, including human actions, are predetermined and inevitable. The acceptance of fate or destiny without resistance.
Examples:
fatalism philosophy, cultural fatalism. Society's deep-rooted fatalism made it difficult for progress to be made.
Cynical.
Believing that people are motivated by self-interest, distrustful of human sincerity or integrity.
Examples:
cynical remarks, cynical worldview. He was very cynical and didn't believe anything anyone said unless he saw evidence for himself.
Attitude.
The way you think and feel about someone or something.
Examples:
attitude toward mistakes, attitude control. She had the attitude that work was fun.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
conclude a meeting, conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Importance.
The quality of being important and worthy of note.
Examples:
a man of importance, high importance. I stopped by the branch though I have no business of importance.
Doubt.
A feeling of being uncertain about something, especially about how good or accurate it is.
Examples:
dispel doubts. No doubt about the news. Doubt is the start, not the end, of intelligence.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things, to narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship, to empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples:
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
A private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Undertake.
To do or begin to do something, such as an enterprise or responsibility.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. Undertake routine duties. Young people in this country should undertake military duties.
Physically.
In a way related to a person's body or appearance rather than their mind.
Examples:
Physically and mentally. Stay physically fit. Having a physically healthy physique is essential for a great life.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Principal.
Most important, main, or chief.
Examples:
Principal actor. Principal responsible. The principal reason for the company's success is its innovative products.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Empathy.
The ability to share another person's feelings or experiences by imagining that person's situation.
Examples:
full of empathy. Empathy for patients. Empathy is also necessary to understand history.
Personnel.
A group of people who are employed in an organization or one of the armed forces, the department responsible for hiring, training, and placing employees.
Examples:
competent personnel. Personnel evaluation. Please forward the resumes to the personnel department.
Elderly.
A polite word for old.
Examples:
a home for the elderly. Elderly woman. The elderly woman is quite energetic.
Infirm.
Lacking physical strength or firmness, weak, feeble, or easily vulnerable to illness or injury.
Examples:
infirm patients. Infirm mind. The older woman required constant care due to her infirm health.
Seldom.
Not often, rarely.
Examples:
seldom try to walk. Seldom fluctuate. He seldom went out to socialize, preferring to spend evenings at home.
Extended.
Longer than usual or anticipated.
Examples:
extended vacation. Extended payment. The extended airport runways may accommodate larger jets.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
a blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Fragility.
The quality of being easily broken, damaged, or destroyed, the state of being delicate or vulnerable.
Examples:
fragility of life. Emotional fragility. The fragility of the glass required careful handling during shipping.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Honesty.
The quality of being truthful, sincere, and morally upright, adherence to moral and ethical principles.
Examples:
honesty policy. Honesty box. A culture of honesty in the workplace leads to better communication and productivity.
Accuracy.
The state or degree of being exact or correct, the ability to perform something with proficiency and without mistake.
Examples:
degree of accuracy. the accuracy of his compass. To assure accuracy, I recommend investing in high-quality test kits.
Impartial.
Not favoring one side or party over another, fair and unbiased in judgment or opinion.
Examples:
impartial treatment, impartial observer. The judge made an impartial decision after reviewing all the evidence.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
fundamental education, fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
process improvement, decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Embed.
To fix or set firmly in a surrounding mass.
Examples:
embed scripts in the message. Embed a sensor. The company embedded a tracking code in the product's packaging to monitor its shipment.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Rename.
To give a new name to something, to change the name of something.
Examples:
rename the street. Rename in plain English. The new owners renamed the restaurant to give it a fresh start.
Pupil.
The black circular opening in the center of the iris of the eye, through which light enters the eye, a student in school or university.
Examples:
pupil constriction. Attentive pupil. The pupil of your eye dilates in response to different light levels.
Academy.
A school for special training, a type of official organization that aims to encourage and develop standards in its particular field.
Examples:
an academy of music. A member of the academy. Her new documentary earned her an Academy Award.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Atrium.
A central or main hall or open space in a building, typically with a skylight or large window, often serving as a gathering area or focal point of anatomy, a chamber or cavity within the heart or inner ear.
Examples:
Atrium architecture. Atrium valve. The office building had a beautiful atrium in the center, filled with natural light and plants.
Emblazon.
To inscribe or adorn something with a design or symbol, to make a conspicuous or impressive display of something.
Examples:
Emblazon logo. Emblazon with pride. The company emblazoned its slogan on billboards across the city.
Injunction.
A court order that prohibits or compels a specific action, a legal command or directive requiring a person or organization to do or refrain from doing something.
Examples:
Legal injunction. Court injunction. The union requested an injunction to prevent the company from firing workers without cause.
Motto.
A phrase or slogan that expresses a guiding principle or goal.
Examples:
The motto for safe traffic. Company motto. The company's motto is innovation and service, which is reflected in its products and customer support.
Concept.
An idea or principle associated with something abstract.
Examples:
Learn new concepts. Concept car. One such rapidly growing concept is quantum cryptography.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Endangered.
At risk of extinction because it is facing significant threats.
Examples:
Endangered species. Endangered ecosystem. The government has implemented policies to protect the habitat of endangered animals.
Absence.
The fact or condition of being away from a place where they are typically anticipated to be.
Examples:
Absence from work. A leave of absence. Another critical factor of child poverty is the father's absence.
Profession.
An occupation or vocation requiring advanced education or specialized training.
Examples:
Profession choice. Healthcare profession. Being a doctor is considered a highly respected profession.
Accusation.
A statement or claim alleging that someone has committed a crime, offense, or wrongdoing, a charge or indictment made against someone.
Examples:
Criminal accusation, false accusation. The accusation of theft was unfounded, and the suspect was eventually cleared of all charges.
Negligence.
Failure to take proper care in doing something, a lack of attention or care that results in harm or damage, a legal term describing wrongdoing that results in injury or loss.
Examples:
Negligence in duty, criminal negligence. The victim's family filed a lawsuit against the hospital for negligence in their loved one's care.
Negligent.
Not being careful or giving enough attention to important matters.
Examples:
Negligent behavior, sit in a negligent posture. The negligent driver caused the accident by failing to stop at the red light.
Necessarily.
In an essential manner, in such a way as could not be otherwise.
Examples:
Not necessarily a problem. Necessarily true. This accident was something that happened necessarily.
Underpin.
To support or strengthen the foundations of something.
Examples:
Underpin a structure. Underpin democratization. The research findings underpin the theory that human activities cause global warming.
Condemn.
To express strong disapproval or criticism of something.
Examples:
Condemn violence. Condemn crime. The government was condemned for its handling of the crisis.
Sufficient.
Adequate, enough for a particular purpose or requirement.
Examples:
Sufficient time. Self-sufficient economy. That candidate does not have sufficient means to win an election with certainty.
Undermine.
To make someone or something less powerful, less effective, weaker gradually, to make someone's fame, competence, or authority less effective or weaker gradually.
Examples:
Undermine a good relationship. Undermine their adversary's reputation. They tried to undermine her position by slandering her.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality. To impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Inherent.
Existing in something as a permanent, essential, or characteristic attribute.
Examples:
inherent risk, have an inherent dislike. Honesty is an inherent quality that everyone should strive to possess.
Fragile.
Delicate or easily broken or damaged.
Examples:
politically fragile nation, fragile ecosystem. The vase was made of fragile ceramic and easily broke when it was dropped.
Settlement.
An official agreement that brings an argument to a close, the process of establishing permanent residence in a place.
Examples:
the settlement of a dispute. Settlement in a new house. Our goal must be to achieve a peaceful settlement.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Drift.
To move smoothly and slowly in water or air, especially as a result of outside forces, with no control over the direction.
Examples:
drift down the stream. Drift away on a raft. I drifted around for years in Europe before going to university.
Censorship.
The act or process of suppression or restriction of any portions of books, films, news, etc. that are judged obscene, politically unacceptable, or a threat to security.
Examples:
clear censorship by the Education Ministry. Form of censorship. Newspapers were subjected to censorship a few days later.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples:
the balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Filmmaker.
A person who makes films, typically as a profession.
Examples:
nonfiction filmmaker. A successful filmmaker. The renowned filmmaker won several awards for his latest film.
Decent.
Satisfactory, acceptable, or good in a general sense.
Examples:
Yearn for the decent living. A decent education. He earned a decent salary at his job.
Devalue.
To reduce the value or worth of something.
Examples:
Devalue the pound. Devalue a brand. Her negative comments about the project only devalued the team's efforts.
Inhabit.
To live in a specific location, to reside.
Examples:
Inhabit a cave. Inhabit the stomach. I have no idea what sort of folks inhabit the neighborhood.
Journalist.
A person who collects and writes news stories or articles for newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or other online media.
Examples:
A China-based journalist. Journalist on a magazine. Foreign TV crews and journalists can go as they please in various locations during the Olympics.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Intrinsic.
Belonging naturally, essential.
Examples:
Intrinsic value. Intrinsic nature. The intrinsic beauty of the painting was immediately apparent to all who viewed it.
Medium.
Of a size, amount, or level that is average or intermediate. Noun, a means or instrumentality for storing or communicating information.
Examples:
Medium color. An advertising medium. The medium-sized shirt fits him perfectly.
Well-honed.
Finely sharpened or refined through practice or experience, perfected or finely tuned, often used to describe a skill, technique, or ability that has been developed to a high degree of proficiency.
Examples:
Well-honed decision-making. Well-honed technique. He is known for his well-honed negotiation skills, always able to find a mutually beneficial outcome.
Mandate.
An official or authoritative instruction or command, a commission or authority to carry out a particular task.
Examples:
Mandate obligation. An imperial mandate. The mandate given to the new government is to improve the economy.
Strike.
To wallop somebody or something with the hand, fist, or weapon, to have an emotional or cognitive impact upon.
Examples:
Strike up a conversation. Strike a blow. We strike to achieve more wages and safer working conditions.
Utterly.
Completely or absolutely.
Examples:
Utterly changed. Utterly ignorant. We are utterly opposed to any form of terrorism.
Inescapable.
Impossible to avoid or evade.
Examples:
Inescapable fate. An inescapable position. The consequences of his actions were inescapable, and he had to face the consequences.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Comparative.
Relating to the comparison of different things or groups, denoting a degree of difference or comparison between two or more things, characterized by comparison or contrast.
Examples:
Comparative viewpoint. Comparative analysis. The comparative study of different cultures is fascinating and informative.
Undervalue.
To assign too low a value to something.
Examples:
Undervalue his contribution. Undervalue the potential. He undervalued the importance of teamwork and struggled to succeed.
Surrender.
To cease resistance to an enemy or opponent and submit to their authority.
Examples:
Surrender at discretion. Surrender an insurance policy. The enemy was forced to surrender after a long battle.
Reclaim.
To take back something previously lost, given, or paid, or ask to have it back.
Examples:
Reclaim a competitive position. Reclaim land from the sea. You may be entitled to reclaim some tax.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Enforce.
To make sure that people obey a particular law, rule, or situation.
Examples:
Enforce the law. Enforce a contract. Governments make rules, and police enforce them.
Censor.
A person or institution responsible for examining books, movies, and other forms of media to determine if they are harmful or offensive and should be banned or altered. An official in charge of banning or suppressing information.
Examples:
Censor a book. Censor a TV program. The newspaper editor decided to censor the controversial headline to avoid backlash.
Legislation.
A law or a set of laws suggested and then passed by a parliament, or the act of making or enacting laws.
Examples:
anti-terrorist legislation, introduce legislation. Similar legislation had already been rejected by the Parliament 4 times.
Integrity.
The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, the state of being whole and undivided.
Examples:
a person of integrity, integrity of data. The company's reputation for honesty and integrity is highly valued among its customers.
Sustainable.
Able to continue or be continued for a long time.
Examples:
sustainable alternative fuel, principles of sustainable development. The government should do more to support environmentally sustainable agriculture.
Agenda.
A list or outline of things to be done, discussed, or considered.
Examples:
agenda setting, ambitious agenda. The agenda for the meeting includes discussions on the budget and new project proposals.
Govern.
To legally control and direct a country, city, group of people, etc., and be responsible for introducing new laws, organizing and maintaining public services.
Examples:
a nation's right to govern. Govern a public enterprise. The regulations governing medical malpractice claims are rigorous.
Tempt.
To make someone want to do or have something, especially something that is unnecessary or wrong.
Examples:
tempt young people. Tempt the taste buds. Though he was evil, he never tempted his friends into wrongdoing.
Misappropriate.
To use or handle someone else's funds, property, or resources dishonestly or inappropriately, typically for personal gain, to embezzle or illegally divert assets.
Examples:
misappropriate the trade secrets. Misappropriate resources. He was fired from his job for attempting to misappropriate company funds.
Striking.
Interesting and distinctive enough to draw notice, exceedingly appealing, frequently in an odd manner.
Examples:
striking innovation. Striking evidence. The two plays have a number of striking parallels.
Extent.
The point or degree or area to which something extends.
Examples:
certain extent. The extent of the damage. I was amazed at the extent of her generosity.
Abrogate.
To repeal, revoke, or annul a law, agreement, or obligation, often through official means or legal process. To abolish or cancel something that was previously in effect.
Examples:
abrogate a responsibility. Abrogate a contract. The government decided to abrogate the outdated law and implement a new one that better serves the needs of the citizens.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples.
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Simplistic.
Oversimplified or lacking in complexity or depth, characterized by an attempt to explain something complex or multifaceted with overly vague or simple terms.
Examples.
Simplistic approach. Simplistic design. The politician's solution to the problem was too simplistic to solve the underlying issue.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government, a course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples.
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Protest.
A strong expression of disagreement, disapproval, or opposition.
Examples.
Hold a protest. A silent protest. He left the party in protest at its radical political stance.
Appeal.
A serious, earnest, or urgent request for money, information, or help, a quality that makes somebody or something attractive or interest.
Examples.
Draw out your appeal. An appeal for help. He needed to resolve the problem as soon as possible, so he made an appeal directly.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples.
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Disillusion.
To disappoint someone or something because you found that something you believed in or hoped for was not as it seemed.
Examples.
Disillusion the young. Disillusion him about reality. She felt disillusioned with the management and decided to leave.
Demographic.
A statistic characterizing that describes people or groups of people based on their age, sex, income, etc.
Examples.
Demographic analyses. Demographic policy. Several demographic indicators correlate with care admission.
Apathy.
Lack of emotion, concern, or enthusiasm.
Examples.
Apathy in the election. Political apathy. The global economic crisis has led to pervasive apathy and powerlessness.
Obsession.
The state in which a person's mind is filled with thoughts of one single object or particular person.
Examples:
obsession with character, national obsession. Gambling became an obsession for him, and he eventually lost everything.
Trivial.
Of little value or importance.
Examples:
a trivial man. For trivial reasons. The problem seemed trivial initially, but it became a significant issue.
Typify.
To be a typical example of, to represent or serve as an example of something.
Examples:
typify a generation. Typify a stereotype. These flowers typify the beauty of spring.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Contemporary.
Belonging to the same or present time.
Examples:
field of contemporary art. Contemporary leaders. Contemporary music has gained different followers from existing music.
Aberration.
A deviation from the norm or expected pattern, a departure from what is considered normal or typical.
Examples:
random aberration. Genetic aberration. The team's losing streak was an aberration from their typical winning record.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Squeeze.
To apply pressure from two or more sides, to hold someone or something tightly in your arms, usually with fondness.
Examples:
squeeze a lemon. Squeeze a confession. She squeezed the toothpaste tube from the middle to get the last bit out.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position, a public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Ardent.
Having or showing a strong enthusiasm or devotion, passionate.
Examples:
ardent supporter. Ardent love. His ardent desire to succeed motivated him to work harder.
Libertarian.
A person who believes that people should be free to think and behave as they want and the government should only have a minimal level of control, and a person who advocates those beliefs.
Examples:
Libertarian group. Civil libertarian. Western liberal democracy serves as the foundation for the libertarian philosophy of the media.
Overbearing.
Excessively controlling, dominating, or dictatorial in one's behavior toward others.
Examples:
An overbearing personality. Overbearing behavior. My boss is so overbearing that he always insists on doing things his way and won't listen to anyone else's suggestions.
Discourse.
Any form of communication in speech or writing.
Examples:
Hold discourse with him. A discourse about art. Sweet discourse makes short days and nights.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Strive.
To try very hard to do, achieve, or obtain something.
Examples:
Strive hard to get. Strive for excellence. They strive to make their dream come true.
Compromise.
To settle a problem or disagreement by mutual concession.
Examples:
Compromise the matter. Cannot compromise anymore. They never compromised on development, despite the lack of funds.
Priority.
Something that is more important than other things and should be dealt with first.
Examples:
Priority call. Priority seating for elderly. Her priority is to be a mother.
Reconcile.
To find a way of dealing with two or more ideas, needs, etc. that are opposed to each other to agree and coexist.
Examples:
Reconcile these differences. Reconcile a dispute. Sometimes it is challenging to reconcile science and religion.
Conflicting.
Incompatible or inconsistent with something else, in disagreement.
Examples:
A lot of conflicting information. Make conflicting allegations. The witness's testimony was conflicting with the evidence found at the scene.
Preference.
A stronger liking or interest for something or someone than another thing or person.
Examples:
His meal preferences. A particular preference for Chinese art. Her preference is comfortable clothing over fashionable ones.
Distort.
To change something's shape, appearance, or sound so that it appears weird or unclear.
Examples:
Distort the facts. Distort the economy. Economists contend that taxes distort consumer behavior in general.
Resolution.
A firm decision or determination to do or not do something. The action of solving a problem, dispute, or conflict. The quality of being resolved or determined. The clarity and sharpness of an image or display.
Examples:
Resolution of a conflict. Display resolution. He made a New Year's resolution to exercise more and eat healthier.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Strain.
A force or pressure that stretches or pulls something, sometimes causing damage. Biology, a group of organisms within a species that differ in trivial ways from similar groups.
Examples:
Strain our eyes. A strain of bacillus. Dictators of the past often had the erroneous idea of a pure racial strain.
Inevitably.
In a manner that cannot be avoided or prevented.
Examples:
Inevitably decline with age. Inevitably reach the consumer. Because of his excellent performance, he will inevitably be promoted.
Decide.
To make up someone's mind about something, to come to a conclusion or judgment after considering options.
Examples:
Decide a question. Decide on a course of action. She couldn't decide whether to order the pizza or the pasta for dinner.
Inflame.
To cause very strong feelings such as anger or excitement in a person or a group of people.
Examples:
Inflame skin. Inflame his passion. Her eyes inflamed with crying.
Combination.
A collection of things that have been combined, an assemblage of separate parts or qualities.
Examples:
Genic combinations. Combination number. The combination to the safe was a secret.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Epoch.
A particular period of time, usually marked by significant events or developments, a division of geologic time.
Examples:
Epoch-making event. Postmodern epoch. The Industrial Revolution is often considered an epoch in human history.
Disarm.
To remove weapons or the means of attack from a person, group, or situation. To win over or reduce suspicion or hostility from an opponent or adversary.
Examples:
Disarm opponents. Disarm a bomb. The police were able to disarm the suspect without any violence.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Ban.
To officially or legally forbid or refuse to allow something.
Examples:
Ban gender-related job discrimination. Ban any type of cloning. We should ban mildly violent video games from a child's development perspective.
Treaty.
A formal agreement or pact between two or more countries or other international entities.
Examples:
Treaty negotiation. Global Climate Treaty. The two countries signed a treaty to establish peaceful relations.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Leap.
To jump or spring into the air, often with the feet leaving the ground or a surface below, to move quickly or suddenly, often forward or upward.
Examples:
Leap to a conclusion. Leap of faith. The athlete was able to leap over the hurdle with ease.
Achieve.
To successfully complete a task or goal, often through hard work, perseverance, and dedication, to attain or accomplish something that one has set out to do.
Examples:
Achieve success. Achieve milestones. I will work hard to achieve my goals and realize my dreams.
Precondition.
A necessary condition or requirement that must be met for something else to happen or be possible.
Examples:
Precondition agreement. Essential precondition. A peaceful environment is a precondition for meaningful negotiations.
Decision.
The act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
Decision authority. A selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Factual.
Relating to or consisting of facts, based on or pertaining to verifiable knowledge or information.
Examples:
Factual evidence. Factual accuracy. It's important to present evidence-based and factual arguments.
Manipulative.
Characterized by the use of shrewd, cunning, or deceptive tactics to control or influence others, often in a self-serving or unethical manner.
Examples:
Manipulative behavior. Manipulative language. He was accused of being manipulative when he lied to his friends to get what he wanted.
Corporation.
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
A public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Frequent.
Happening constantly.
Examples:
Frequent absence. Frequent use. His heartaches are less frequent now.
Accurate.
Correct and exact in all details.
Examples:
Provide accurate information. Accurate measurements. The official transcript contains accurate academic records.
Prejudice.
A thought or feeling that is unfair and makes no sense, mainly when it is formed without enough thought or knowledge.
Examples:
Deep-rooted prejudice. Color prejudice. This community is free of social prejudice.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Vibrant.
Full of energy, life, and enthusiasm.
Examples:
A city vibrant with life. Variety of vibrant colors. A vibrant private sector is crucial for economic growth.